Welcome to another video. Today we are working on the Project Miata and we have a little visual and you can even say even performance upgrade. I don't know about the performance, I don't think it's that major, maybe like a couple tenths of a percent, or yeah, probably something like that. Today we're installing spacers, H&R Spacers for that matter. As you can see right there, we have 20mm spacers for the front of the car and 25s for the rear. I looked into it and that seems like a good setup for the Miata with the Brembo brakes and BBS wheels, and it should look good. Let's get started at it. Also, while we're at it, I'll do also a tire rotation because the car has almost 8,000 miles on it and it hasn't had tire rotation because, well, the car just got made from the factory. So yeah, let's get started. Start by breaking loose your lug nuts if you're not using a torque gun, which I am not because this is my personal wheels and I want to not break the thread or anything. So I have broken the lug nuts here and broke them loose here as well. Next is get the car jacked up. Started using the jack, putting it in the middle and trying to jack it up. That did not work because this is a 2-ton jack and seems like just put it in the middle is too much force and it was overloading the pistons. Put it in the front, raise the front up, put the jack about a foot back, then raise up the back and put the jack right on the edge, which is great, and it's balanced since we also have the other two wheels down. I do the same for this car, but it's in all 4 jacks and pretty much same thing, just a little bit less weight in the front seems like. But yeah, let's get to taking off the wheels and installing the spacers themselves. I was not going to include this because I thought it was going to be a quick little easy fix, but I needed to replace the upper control arm on the side where the car was crashed. But man, when I took this out, I hit this piece, which messed up the thread. Then I didn't think and used that thing and messed up the thread even more. Had to rethread it manually, which took like 30 minutes with the little wrench and a hex key. It got it. Now I need to put it back in and hope the bolt goes back on. Which bolt was it? Is it that one or that one? Yikes. It is what it is. That is done. Took way longer than it should have. I have replaced the upper control arm, which is what it's needed. And now we can actually get to putting the spacers on. I don't know, dude, I think that was like 2 hours or something I spent on that, which is insane. Spacers on, we'll see how this side looks. And we'll go take a look at the stock side on the other side and compare the views of this upgrade, pretty much. Here I have the front spacers on. These are 20mm Hub Centric H&R DRM series spacers. They come in around, well, I paid actually for both sets, front and back, a little bit over $300, and that was with shipping and tax. And these are well built. Like, I feel I picked them up, I looked at them, they're very well polished, or like anodized, they're like a matte color. Also, when you put them on, they are Hub Centric, which is important. That is for safety and I believe some other things as well. And they also fit exactly around the rotor and not like space out. There's like garage line space, something like that. They're way cheaper, like $150 cheaper. But those like stick out more for some reason. I think that even might be clearance issues with like your Brembo brakes if you have them. I don't know. I went with these. H&R is a brand that I trusted in the past. I wish they would sponsor me and give me some H&R coils, maybe for this car. If you are watching this, hit me up, you know. But yeah, let's put these on. It says to not impact wrench it on there. So we'll just tighten it on there lightly and then see what's up, see how much strength to give it. I'll probably just hand tighten it with the wrench and hope it's all good. They are not 21mm nuts. They are 19mm, so you need to get a different key for this. Let's hope this one actually fits. It's kind of a little bit bigger than... it does not fit. Let me go check if I have a different key. The sidewall is thick on this one. This one's meant for using it with an impact wrench, and so it supports the strength, and it does not fit into the opening of the spacer. Let me go look if I have a different key. Haha, I found a 19mm from Stanley or something, and it is a skinnier one and it fits just well right in there. Look at that. I'm gonna tighten that down lightly, not too much. Actually, let me take it off for now, and I can just go with it like this. Yeah, it's better. line it up in the middle so it's Hub Centric. The bolts are indented in, so they, as you tighten them down, they line up the spacer where it should be, which is great. Great to see. So less issues, less chance of you messing it up, which is always a great thing. Okay, tighten that down with hand. Now you can take this out, and I think I am what you call a real man of genius. Look at that. A 2x4. Oh, can you see that? A 2x4 pressed to the seat with a little rag on there so it doesn't cut up the leather. But yeah, the brakes are now, look at this. They don't move. Oh yeah, real man of genius. Let's get back to it. I guess just hand tighten it fairly well so that no issues come up. I hand tighten my wheels as well, so I'm gonna give it the same amount of juice as I would for the wheels, and I think I'll feel comfortable with that. Okay, I gave my pretty much upper body weight onto the lug nuts, and they are in there very nicely. The fit is immaculate, just lines up perfectly with the rotors, and I love it. It looks great. Let's go do the same in the rear. For the rear, instead of going with 20mm spacers as well, I went for 25mm spacers. These are a bit thicker, 5mm more thick, and the fit looks better because the fender on the back comes out a little bit wider. So I think this should be great. Let's put it on, just like so. Shoosh. This one is a bit, doesn't fit as perfectly on the rotors. It's a little bit wider, but that's fine, doesn't really matter. It's still hub centric, which is the important part. Let's get it tightened on there. Okay, that is on there well. Now it's time to just put the wheels back on. I'm gonna clean up them a little bit. I did clean up the calipers on the front and back and applied some ceramic spray on it. It's gonna work, who knows, but I did clean them up nicely and they look more red now. That's pretty good. So doing a tire rotation is pretty simple. What you do is with your back wheels on a rear wheel drive car, this is, back wheels you bring up to the front. As for your front wheel, front left goes to the rear back. I placed it right there because I didn't get to that side yet. And for the back, on this side, you take the front right wheel and move it there. That's why I've lifted this up and just untightened it. And we can take this wheel off like so and bring it on over to this side. There we go. Here we have it. I put on the back wheel as well, and I removed the jack stands or whatever they're called. I slowly start lowering it. It wasn't really slowly, but it's looking good. I didn't film anything of that, but take a look at that. The wheels are, you can say, sticking out much more. As you can see, they are pretty much at the fender line, maybe a little bit more. I think they are sticking out a little bit more, but that is fine. It's a good look. I like it. Yeah, I think if you want it to be very flush instead of sticking out just a tiny bit more, then you can go with 15s in the front and 20s in the rear. I'm fine with a little bit sticking out. I think it looks cool and sporty, in my opinion. And the look is what we're going for here, mostly. Yeah, that looks good. Check it on the other side. Compared this to here. which it's flush, no extra tire being shown, like so. Look from the rear as well, bam, and then bam. Yeah, that's a lot more. I like it. I am happy. I'll do the same on the other side, and then we'll see the final product. There you go, she is done and is quite beautiful now. I do like the Spacers. I think going, like I said previously, with 15s in the front and 20s in the rear might be a better setup for a more flush look, but I am satisfied with this. I will not be getting 15s and swapping them over. This looks great. The only thing that's bothering me right now is that it's silver. If they were black, maybe like the garage line ones, they would be more fit in a little bit better, but I think with some bright dust it might look good. Let's take a look at it. There you can see it, and yeah, it's a bit silver, a bit sticks out, but besides that I think it is fine. I like how they look, and their performance is probably fine. I mean, I don't know, I haven't tested it yet. To finish it off, let's put a little go wide sticker on the Miata right over the MX-5 right there. Let me go do it real quick and I'll get back to show you. And there we go. Take a look at that. The go wide from H&R on the MX-5, and the car is finally wide. I love it. Let's hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. The car is looking fantastic, like I've said multiple times now, because it really is. I'm very happy that install's not that long actually for the Spacers themselves. It's just that I got hung up with replacing the upper control arm, which was massive pain. Massive pain. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next car modified video or whatever else we will be doing. See you guys later.